Hello and welcome back to this tutorial on creating a simple PHP strategy game. Um, it's been, I'm not too sure, 2-3 years since I've actually done these tutorial videos, so I will try to get you up to speed, just kind of getting back into what this game is and where we will be going in the near future. So if you had finished parts 1 through 20, you'll see that we have this game right here um, titled Your Game. We have our menu here, and then this is our basic main stats page. Um, we have the units that you can train or untrain. We have weapons that you can buy or sell, and then you can battle other players. As you can see right here, I have 299 accounts. So this is what our game is basically you train units, attackers or warriors and defenders to increase your attack and defense, and you train workers and farmers to gain gold and food respectively. Doing those will increase the two stats here, attack and defense. You have gold and food, which are used for gold is for buying weapons and food is for training units. Then you have income, which is how much gold you receive per turn, and farming is the amount of food you receive per turn. And 100 is right now the default set of number of turns you can use in battle. You gain 3 turns, 3 battle turns every game turn. So if we were to go to here, account 100, you can attack between a number of turns, 1 through 10, and you can either raid for gold or raid for food. Here, if we spend 10 turns raiding for gold, here we can see I dealt 10 damage and the enemy dealt 10 damage as well, so I lost the battle. Now, if I go to units, and first let me go back, so I have 100 food and 100 gold. So if I go to units and train 10 warriors, I now have trained my units, 10 warriors, and I have to buy 10 swords. So now that I have bought 10 swords for my 10 warriors, as you can see, my attack is now 100. So now if I go back and fight account 100, and I use 10 turns, I raid for gold, my warriors have dealt 100 damage, the enemies have dealt 10 damage, so I won, and I happen to steal 100 gold. If we were to go back to account 100 and we can put in 10 as well, then we can raid for food. As we can see here, we dealt 100 damage as before, they dealt 10 damage as before, and we stole 100 food. So if we go back to our stats page, we can see that we now have that 100 gold and then the 100 food. And as we can see here, the number of turns is 80, since we had 10 for the battle in which we stole 100 gold and 10 from the battle in which we stole the 100 food. Now, it's interesting to note that we actually attacked the player 3 times. Remember that first time we had lost the battle? If we go to the logs, it did not actually put one in there. That is interesting. So if we actually go to our battle page, we will see. So here is this line right here is if our attack is greater than their defense, then we will gain our gold, they will lose their gold, and then we will insert into the battle logs. However, if we did not have enough attack or equal attack as their defense, we go to this section right here, which is you lost the battle. Now, in this case, if you attack the person, there's no retributions on your end. You simply did not use any turns, and you did not gain any gold or food. So here's one thing that can be changed is we can also put in this same line right here, inserting into the logs and just saying, you know, here's our attack, here's their defense, but no gold was stolen. So this would count as an attack if we go back to account 100. We can see 2 out of 5 times in the last 24 hours we've attacked them. If we had included the logs for that loss, we would have 3 out of 5, meaning that they would only be able to attack twice. So this is something to think about in your games, is adding that sort of repercussion of, yes, they used turns to attack, but they failed, so they have to deal with those lost turns. I can't think of anything too specific. We've covered all the basics of what this game is, so in the next video, we will begin to add features to the game, things like messaging, chats, even clans or guilds or alliances, however you prefer to call them. We can add those into the game so that the game itself can become more social in a way, so that way players can communicate with each other by other means instead of just attacking each other. So that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.